What's good, everybody? It's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject here, and we finally got some NBA 2K18 My Team news. Now, they just announced that we're finally getting the draft mode that we've been waiting for. It's called Packing Playoffs. So what you do is first you go ahead and draft your coach, and then you're going to pick 5 players. Now, the thing about these 5 players, you know what I'm saying, each one you get affects your system proficiency, each coach you have has his own boost and which system he runs and everything like that. And you're going to go in 4 rounds of best out of 7 series. So just like all the tiers and stuff and road to the finals and everything like that, if you lose more than 4 games, you'll get bumped down and you'll have to start over from the lower tier. And if you win 4 games, you move on to a higher tier. But the key thing is every time you win, you have to redraft a new squad unless you spend VC to keep your squad going. Now, this is a huge new fresh way to play My Team Online, you know what I'm saying? You know, the game definitely gets boring towards the end of the year, especially when players, you know, have budget teams, they have to play against God squads and everything like that. They kind of really don't want to play and they can't compete, but this way you don't have to play against those stacked teams all year long. And of course, you are going to be rewarded if you do dominate and continue to advance. The higher in tier you get, the better rewards you get. And with a lot of these game modes, there's going to be only certain cards in the game that you can only get from that game mode. Now, the next thing they have is salary cap mode. They're calling it Supermax. And the good thing about this is the way they're going to determine the cap, and the cap on each player is going to be determined on how many people in the community are using that card. So say later on in the year when we finally get that Diamond LeBron James card, if almost everybody in the community is using it, then that card is going to cost a lot. But if you got some other sleeper cards like some emeralds, some rubies, or anything like that, absolute sleepers, you go ahead and use them for a lot cheaper. I think this is cool. This is a new and improved way for everybody to play. It's definitely adding a more competitive game mode, adding seasons. I think it's going to add longevity to the mode. And they've also added all-time domination, which I think is cool, man. Another way to grind and get more cards. There's over 900 new solo challenges, which gives people a great thing to do for people who like to grind and play the game by themselves. Don't always want to go online and deal with people quitting or lag and stuff like that. It's also a great way to actually feel like you earned, you know what I mean, a top tier card or a pretty good card in the game. Because a lot of those domination cards earlier in the game, that Steve Francis, Jerry Stackhouse, cards of that nature, that Tony Parker, David Thompson, those cards were giving people absolute problems, you know what I mean, even teams that people were paying for. And they are bringing back dynamic duels, which I think was an excellent idea. It's definitely rewarding when you get 2 of the same cards, lower tiers. A lot of these Ruby cards that had dynamic duels together, you know what I mean, it made them amethyst and made amethyst cards diamonds and made diamond cards pink diamonds. So it actually adds a lot of value to your current cards if you don't want to spend money. Overall, man, it just looks pretty cool. You know, the new graphics on the cards, the new look of the menu, all of that looks, you know what I mean, pretty impressive to me. I think there's going to be a lot to do and there's going to be a lot to bring to this channel, man. I'm going to put the full blog post down in the description so you guys can go and read it for yourself. Of course, I was paraphrasing everything. I wasn't reading everything verbatim. Look forward to playing this game, and I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on everything. So that's going to do it for this video, man. So if you enjoyed, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. It's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject, arcadegames.com. I'm out this bitch. Peace.